Hello everyone and welcome to the world of Taste, Try, Travel. I'm Beth and in just a minute you'll see Chris telling you about something smart. Now we're taking a quick break this week from our Celebrity Reflections series because we want to show you something that we're going to be premiering on our Patreon page. Patreon is something new to us. We're having a lot of fun with it and this is going to be one of the videos you'll see. So we get a lot of questions about how we make our videos. So what equipment we use, how we edit them, and the process that we go through in order to create the content. Chris has been doing this a very long time, actually since he was a teenager, and he attended college to learn production and editing. He's done commercials, concert films, features, and documentaries. And I have been in the travel business since I was a teenager. So between us, we have a lot of experience that we'd love to share what we've learned. So we're going to be doing that on this Patreon page. We hope you enjoy the sneak peek of our very first episode. And then join us next week as we continue our celebrity reflection journey.
Hello and welcome to the inaugural episode of Chris Be Smart. I'm Chris and being smart is something I'm trying to do in life. For the first episode, we want to bring you a piece of equipment that in the real world has brought us tremendous value for what we spent on it. It is one of the most important things that you can do for a video if you are a creator or you just enjoy making good videos. And that is the Sennheiser MKE400 shotgun microphone. Now just a little bit of history here. Get out your college ruled paper, there's going to be a test on this later. Not really. So back in the early 1900s, while girls were in their flapper dresses flapping, they were making movies. But these movies didn't have sound. They were just called movies. And they showed them in like vaudeville houses, little, along with jugglers and singers and little skits and comedians. So movies back then were considered like a novelty. Like a little attraction. And then in 1929, a movie was made that had sound. And that movie was called The Jazz Singer. Goodbye. It was the first movie that was really, the first big movie with sound that the public was able to see.
Can't you believe me?
Although movies were popular before, they exploded. People couldn't get enough of the talkies. And we now know it was mainly because sound draws you in. Now, you would think that in a video, which is something you watch, that the image, the video would be the most important part. But you would be wrong. Your mind can actually forgive blurry images, images where the color is a little off, stuff like that. Your mind can forgive and actually it fills in the information. But when you are looking at something and the sound is unintelligible, you can't understand what's being said, you can't understand what's going on, it ruins whatever you're watching. And that's because sound is an intimate sense. That sounds a little fancy, but let me explain it to you. When you're watching something, it's distant. It's out there. There's stuff surrounding it. It's either other people in their seats eating popcorn, or it's the walls surrounding your TV, or it's the desk by your computer, or whatever you're watching on. It's surrounded by stuff. But when sound accompanies it, the sound actually, even though there might be reverb, it's coming from inside your head. You perceive visuals as out there. You perceive sound as here. So let me give you a little example. I'm going to play a couple videos here. The first video is going to be with sound that's on the internal mic on the camera. And then the second video is the same video except with a better microphone, a much better microphone. Here you go. So, as you can see, sound really draws you into whatever you're watching, whatever the scene is. If it's on a cruise ship and you're you know, enjoying the bar that you're in, you can distinctly understand what people are saying and the clink of the ice cubes in your glass. That's wonderful stuff that draws you in and keeps your interest. If it's just a muddle of sound, it's not keeping anybody's interest. There is nothing worse than when you find a video and you're pretty sure it's going to tell you all about whatever you want to know about. There's nothing worse than turning it on and then the sound just is, it's a mud mix of blah and you can't understand anything. In fact, I was just visiting my grandparents and that very same thing happened. Hey, Trixie. Yes, Ralph? Look what I found on YouTube. A video of the exact cruise we are going on and the exact room that we're going on. Oh, great. I'd love to hear what they have to say and all of that incredibly good information they're gonna give us. Let's watch it and listen for the information that they're gonna give us with lots of entertaining sound.
Fine, let's do a room tour. As you can see, this room is enormous. This looks like an IKEA showroom, let me tell you. And of course, I know, Beth, you are expecting me to open storage, so here we go. Let's do the storage part. Yes, that's right.
Okay, that is enough on the importance of sound and why you should be placing a priority on getting good sound for your video. Let's go into the actual microphone. So, there are plenty of videos, plenty of literature on the internet that tell you all the specs for the Sennheiser 400 MKE. I'm going to tell you the real world experience of using it because that's what I deal in, is the real world. The first thing that makes this microphone so wonderful, it is crystal clear. It is a flat response, and that just means that the low sounds and the high sounds and the mid sounds all sound about the same. There's nothing that sounds disproportionate to the other. A lot of microphones say they're flat, but in reality, they're not. So with the Sennheiser, you can hear it immediately. It is so nice. Your voice doesn't sound distorted. The things that you're recording sound natural. It is a wonderfully clear microphone. The second thing that we love about it is so easy to use. It runs on 2 AAA batteries. Sometimes that can be a problem for vloggers. Microphones that run on batteries have a tendency to die without you knowing it, so that you're recording a video and then when you play it back, your sound is gone. Well, Sennheiser knows that, and they've done a couple of things to protect you from that happening. First of all, they have a sensor inside the microphone that turns on the microphone when you turn the camera on, and it turns the microphone off when you turn the camera off, so it doesn't drain the battery, so that the next time you pick it up and you forgot to turn it off, it's dead and you're not recording any sound with that video. It also provides you with a warning light when you are about to lose battery power. Although it gives you 3 hours, it'll alert you at 3 hours. Hey, you need to replace these batteries. Now, in real life, I've never seen that warning light, ever. These batteries have been in here for 8 months. Surely they're going to die soon. But they haven't, and I've never got the warning light. So now let's get into some of the most incredible parts of the microphone. The whole thing is good, but these are really some things that stand out. There's almost no noise when you record a video. It blocks out everything except for what you're pointing at, basically. Also, the handling noise from this microphone. So in other words, when you move the camera around, it isn't there. It comes with a wind muff, of course, or for you weirdos, a dead cat. Let's just say you're in the middle of a hurricane. You're like, hey, I want to do a vlog. Well, Sennheiser 400 MKE has you covered. On the side, it has a little roll-off switch, which is basically a high-pass filter. It'll knock out that wind noise even more. I've never turned it on. I've never needed it. But if you find yourself in that situation, you have an option to do that. Not only does it record what you're pointed at, but the pickup pattern, what it will record in the back of the microphone, is about 12 inches behind it. So, why this is so important? As you're walking around filming, if you're like Beth and I, when I'm filming Beth, I can stand behind the microphone, just move in just a little bit closer, and I can talk, and it'll record my voice, and it will record her voice. There are microphones that are built with an element in front and an element in back. However, in my experience, those pick up a lot of extra noise, especially wind and handling noise. So we can't recommend the Sennheiser MKE400 highly enough. If you are a vlogger, a content creator, and you are looking for a way to boost the sound in your videos, to give them a little bit of something extra, to really draw your audience in, I've come across no better microphone for the price, for the ease of use, and for the quality. It is unbeatable. I would suggest saving up your money, put it on your list, and get it. You will not be disappointed that you made that purchase. It's a wonderful, wonderful microphone that every vlogger, content creator, YouTuber out there should be using. Thanks for watching the first episode. Bye-bye, everyone.